Hello everyone, and welcome to an emergency update from Draft House Drive. As you may have noticed, we're running a little light on content lately, so we recorded this episode way in advance in case we ever have a gap in our schedule.
Yeah.
And today, we saw John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah. So, for the spoiler-free review, I will just refer you to our first epised episode. Where I talked about it in depth and talked about how it disturbed me
scarred little Babby Quinn
for a very long time as a child. Yeah.
And I will say, I just watched it for the first time. I didn't go in completely blind, but I went in blind to pretty much everything but the very beginning and the very end.
Yeah.
And it was quite a ride between those two bits.
Yeah.
All right, so this movie is like 30 years old now, but I still recommend going in as blind as possible. So, to avoid spoilers, we're going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
All right. I will say, the very beginning really was weirding me out. Like, at first I didn't realize why they were shooting the dog, and then I remembered there was, like, the dog thing in general. Like, not 30 minutes in, but like right before like it actually happened. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this now. And let's wait for this car to get behind me. But also, we went to the Dallas Draft House. That's way far away from our house because they were only showing it here.
Yeah.
And we were gonna try to make this a double feature with Psycho playing on Mother's Day, but we didn't because Quentin has a massive essay to write.
Yeah.
So
talking about the movie.
Yeah, let's try to go through like sequentially too.
Okay, so at the beginning, the first time I saw it when I was younger, I was very confused. I was like, why are these people shooting dogs? Doesn't make any sense to me. And when my dad showed me the movie, he didn't tell me it was a horror movie. He told me it was a movie.
Just a movie?
He said, okay, we're going to watch this movie. And I'm like, cool. No, it's not cool. But yeah.
Well, I mean, it is cool because it's set in Antarctica.
And I can understand anyone going into the movie a little being confused at the beginning. It completely.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point. It's supposed to be like a mystery.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on at the beginning of the first time when I saw it. So, as the movie progressed, the dog changing scared the living shit out of me.
It basically like peels itself inside out like a banana, and it's like it's a dog flesh banana.
It's a dog flesh banana is exactly what it is.
It's amazing. But there's a lot of build-up beforehand. It's like, okay, who has it been with? Who might be infected by the thing?
Yeah.
And eventually, a few of the scientist people, go that way. They go to this Norwegian base camp where they see everything is destroyed. They try to burn the bodies. There's a dude who had his throat slit and he slit his wrists both. And the blood was frozen into blood sickles, and it was real creepy.
Yeah.
And this is before the dog incident, so they're just trying to figure out everything going on. And they see this weird dude who had like a head split off from his jaw, and like it was basically two heads sharing a bottom jaw, and that was about it. And they were kind of morphed into each other.
Yeah.
And this is the part of the movie I'm like, okay, this is what I'm in for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The entire body horror aspect of that movie is just too real.
It's so good though.
God, it's so scary.
It's very good. Like for the 1980s, like even today, that is some very good special effects.
Are fucking terrifying. Okay, so after the dog shit happens and they go to the Norwegian place, they come back and then they take the body, they dissect it. They're like, oh hey, there's animal, there's a full set of organs in here, all that kind of stuff, and oh my god. Yeah,
and they open up the dog as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight. Yeah.
Right lane.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But so
they open up the dog and see that inside the dog there's an antelope.
Yeah.
Like a deer or something.
Was pretty much it was trying to be another dog.
Yeah. Well, they also had like deer parts in there too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. Basically, they were showing that it incorporates other animals. And get on the highway here.
Yes.
Okay. Oh well, I guess it's defaulting to highway.
Yeah, but and then I still remember that so after all that happens, and when they realize how how when the doctor realizes how there's a high possibility of someone being infected.
Like very high, like 75%.
Yeah, it was 75%, and how it would completely eradicate the entire human race
in like 27,000 hours.
Yep.
But do you want to run the quick math next? I was actually curious on how many days that was.
Would check, but we need directions. We don't want to go to Houston.
Oh, I wouldn't mind going to Houston. You're going there anyway.
Yeah, but my God, the one scene that will always... There are two scenes that are like the scariest thing. Three, actually. That are like three of the scariest things I've ever seen in my entire life. The first one is that part after the first guy gets infected and he just walks outside, he looks up and scared
like the only
living shit out of me.
The only part that's body horror in that part is his hand.
It's not the body horror.
I'm just saying, like, the only part that is body horror for that part.
The way that it's done.
Here.
Keep going forward.
Yeah, I'm trying to get over it.
But my God, that part's... Oh.
And when any one of the things, they don't really call it anything in the movie besides a thing. And anytime one of those dies, it has like a weird, like, out of, like, sync...
Screech.
Like ethereal screech or moan, and it's just the most disturbing thing.
It's fucking terrifying.
It is so great. And when I saw that the soundtrack was Ennio Morricone, I would have thought like, okay, this could be cool.
No, it's spooky.
Oh, it is a very haunting soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like when you think of Ennio Morricone,
Westerns.
Yeah, you think westerns.
He
like,
did
have you ever,
Good, Bad, and the Ugly. He did The Hateful Eight.
Probably his most iconic track is
one from
would be I would say look up. Wait, which
title track from Good, Bad, and the Ugly?
Yeah, look up "Ecstasy of Gold" is what I was trying to think, but I was trying to also make sure we didn't die on the highway.
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but "Ecstasy of Gold." Look up that, and then think of the most opposite thing you can think from that.
Yeah, he's a really good composer for
like
Yeah, and then so after that first guy gets infected and
they get real paranoid,
catch him on fire and shit.
Yeah.
The next part that scared me beyond all belief is when the guy has his heart attack. So after...
As an FYI, the only way to kill the thing is just burning the shit out of it. Because even a dead body, they find out earlier in the movie, can still have living cells.
Which is how the first guy got infected. He was by the dead body, and the dead body got him.
Basically, the idea is that the thing, it can infect you even if only one cell gets to you.
Yeah.
Just one. And after that, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You are the thing at that point.
But... Man, the second that, oh my God, the dissection of the guy who had a heart attack.
He has a quote unquote heart attack.
No, it was a heart attack.
Okay,
it was a heart attack.
You can also see that earlier. This is set it up earlier in the just a couple scenes earlier. He was holding his stomach like he had a stomach ache. Keep that in mind.
No, and in addition to that, he was actually leaning over. He's like, "Oh my God, there's something wrong," and he's wincing in pain from his heart. But freaking. After he dies, they put him on an operation table, and then the doctor is sitting there getting
with the defibrillator ready, and he's asked him a few times first, so it's just like, okay, it's just not working.
No, he tries CPR first.
Yeah.
Well, not CPR, he's just pumping the chest, and then he gets the defibrillator going, zap, and then
like the third or fourth time,
it goes down. The stomach opens up like a fucking mouth and eats his hands.
Teeth and all, too. Like, it has teeth.
Oh my God, that scared me so much. I thought it was so cool, but it scared me so much.
Yeah, and then it, like, just straight up bites his hands off. The doctor lifts his hands up. He's like, ah! There's blood spurting out of it.
And then the main character lights him on fire. And
kills them both, just with a flamethrower.
No, he didn't kill them both. He just killed, He just killed the
stomach dude?
Yeah, the stomach guy.
Well, he burned the doctor too, because at that point he was fucked.
The doctor died from blood loss.
Oh, well, I would have thought the thing infected him.
Nope.
They probably burned the body.
Well, they tested the blood. The thing didn't infect him.
Really?
Yep.
Weird.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and another thing is that there was a scene. At first, they were going to like run a blood test. They were going to clean blood from blood packs and test everybody's blood against it. And if there was a reaction, then the person whose blood they got mixed with was the thing. Like, let's say Quentin was the thing here, and we took a sample of his blood and we dumped some like clean human blood into it from a blood pack, and it started bubbling or acting weird. We know Quentin was the thing.
Yes.
And somebody got to the blood packs first and just drained it.
Yeah.
So, and I think it was implied that it was not the doctor, or actually, this is a mystery.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Because like there were 2 dudes who had keys.
No, there was one guy that had a key.
Oh,
and the doctor received the key from the leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh, either way, it's still a mystery. So that part's up in the air. But later on, after the doctor dies and there are a few more tests, and this was after the stomach thing, correct?
Yeah.
They had the idea. Well, if we stick like a flaming hot metal rod into the blood, since the thing is basically an organism on a cellular level, it's going to react with that hot iron. It's going to try to run away. It's going to try to save itself. So they literally just draw blood samples from everybody with a scalpel, and they stick a hot rod in it.
Yep.
And one dude's just goes apeshit, and he starts kind of deforming and melting in his chair. Everyone's tied up together because they don't want the thing just going apeshit the moment it's found out. They want it tied down. Well, they found it out, and it breaks free, and his head turns into a Venus flytrap and eats a dude.
That is the scariest scene.
That part is what got me.
That part is fucking terrifying.
That part I didn't know about, and I was just,
so scary.
And then they light him on fire, and he's screaming, and then there's a dude. He runs outside, and he dies, and the lane leader, McCready?
Yes.
Yeah, he blows him up with a stick of dynamite. He sets him on fire first, make sure he's dead, and then blows him up. And the dude who got bitten, he's in the corner, kind of like wailing and crying, and freaking out and twitching and bleeding through the eyeballs. So they set him on fire and kill him that way.
Yeah, but see, number one, that is the scariest part of that entire movie, without a doubt. His face like melting before he gets up, and just like everything that is going on with him after he turns is fucking done perfectly as an effect stance, but it is terrifying in every meaning of the word. It is so fucking scary. Oh my god. But the one part that I didn't get to was, so after the guy whose stomach opens up, they try to wait,
I should mention this before this. Before that scene, like before anybody really starts to turn, was it the main doctor, or was it a researcher that was
the main doctor was Blair.
Okay.
And Blair was locked up.
Yeah.
But both of them
was going crazy.
Doctors.
Yeah, the main doctor, he starts going crazy because he realized that if the thing got to the outside world, the whole of humanity would be wiped out. So he's going nuts.
Yeah.
He's grabs a gun, tries to shoot people, and they basically like put him in the tool shed to lock him up. But little did they know, it turns out he was already infected. Like, he was already in the tool, like he got in the tool shed, he's already infected, so they're keeping him there for a while. They don't know he's infected yet, but later on they find out.
Yeah.
But you were saying before the stomach thing?
But so before the stomach thing and the guy eats the other guy's arms with his stomach, after they light him on fire, his head fucking makes itself into its own being, releases itself from the body, and becomes like this fucking spider demon thing.
And it grows eye stalks.
It grows eye stalks and fucking spider legs.
Yep.
Because you know what's really fun? Making an alien have eye stalks and a fucking spider legs.
And like the thing's upside down, so it's not like a head that has spider legs on the side, like oriented upwards. No, the neck is pointing up.
Yeah, the neck is pointing up and it grows the eyes.
And before that, he actually sprouts a second head coming out of the stomach, and it has fangs, and it's just
it's so scary.
Yeah, but the whole thing is just an excellent fuck you is an excellent piece on how paranoia can affect people.
In addition to that, it will scare the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, it'll also scare the shit out of you, but it's also a great piece of paranoia fiction.
So here's a question I want to pose to you before we get like off topic of the movie itself. At the end, do you think that Childs was infected?
I want to say yes, because I really like that theory where, because McCready was using those was it J&B?
What do you mean?
What,
The liquor?
Yeah, the liquor.
Yeah.
Because he was using those liquor bottles as Molotov cocktails, I would have thought, well, it was probably a test. I doubt he would just save one extra on him.
Yeah.
And that's like that frame of panic. Do we get off here?
No, we keep going.
Just keep going? Okay.
Yeah, keep going.
And I would have thought that, it makes sense for him to give Childs, who ran away right before all the shit went down with that final, flesh mountain.
Yeah.
That would have made sense for him to test him.
Yeah, but
So,
he did test him beforehand, but
he could have been infected by the scientists who got in there, though.
Yeah, but there was no way to test him from where he was at that moment. They were both cold.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you think that Childs would have, spit it out being, kerosene.
The liquor?
Yeah, somebody saying that because...
He did save one for one of the liquor things.
Did he actually? Because
Yes.
I thought he would have... I would have thought he would have grabbed one in the heat of the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it goes either ways. I believe it's meant to be ambiguous because it's it still plays off the paranoia. Was he a thing? Was he not a thing?
Yeah.
That's just the whole point of the movie.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm subscribed to the theory that, yes, he was a thing because McCready replaced the liquor with kerosene to use as a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
And, of course, he probably would have taken a sip first.
Yeah.
Because, at the very beginning of the movie, he was sipping that stuff like crazy. He was getting
Beginning,
drunk.
he was doing it in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Pretty much every scene where he is sitting down and talking, he has a liquor bottle in his hand.
I will say, though, that beginning scene with the chess part was just hilarious. Just I'm gonna fucking win. Checkmate. Just dumps liquor into the computer.
Yep.
Oh.
That movie gave me nightmares when I was little.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And I may have a nightmare again tonight just because
This is your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. I don't care. I love the movie so much. It's one of my favorite movies, horror movies of all time, and one of my favorite movies of all time. It's really good.
So, do you want to talk about that Cleveland thing, or do you want to save it for a main episode?
Yes!
Want to talk about the Cleveland thing?
Yes, I want to talk about the Cleveland thing.
How I'm the Cleveland Superman?
Yes!
Yeah. So, last episode that we recorded before this, which would have been the Civil War episode, depending on when we upload this, I teased the fact that I am Cleveland's savior. And basically, much like how Kal-El is the begotten son of Krypton, I am the Superman from Cleveland.
Yeah.
And that makes me the lamest Superman, considering how our main exports are crippling depression and corn.
What we got a lot of more stuff to back it up besides just that. What else was there?
It was, do you still have the text saved?
No, I don't think it was was it a text?
It was a text thing. We're talking about it in text.
Okay.
But
Look this up.
basically, the idea is that Ohio has the most astronauts out of any state. And it's because it's so terrible, people just want to leave the planet. Well, I'm the embodiment of that idea. Their morphed hatred of the state gave me superpowers. And I believe my Fortress of Solitude is the Rock Hall of Fame. Who was my Lex Luthor? Was
Okay,
it LeBron James?
I found it all.
Okay.
So, what was it? You said, fun fact, Ohio's main exports are corn, people, presidents, astronauts, and crippling depression. And I'm like, is this what we're doing now? Goddamn Ohio facts. And because of all the astronauts, what I said to you was, and I quote, fuck your damn space city.
Space City.
So you said Cleveland equals Krypton confirmed. I responded with, also, instead of the world ending in Cleveland, they're just being taken over by crippling depression and they're your Superman.
Yep.
Or you're their Superman.
Sucks, considering how I fucked off Texas.
I am the Batman to your thing.
Yep, yeah.
Doomsday is LeBron James.
Oh, Doomsday is LeBron James.
Lex Luthor is the entire Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
And Zach is Bizarro Superman.
Bizarro. Should we tell some stories about Zach, too, since we just dropped him?
We can go into that, but...
Yeah, because people won't get that he's the Bizarro me until, we just talk about it. Because I remember one of the topics on our list involves him, too.
Yes, it does. If I'm let me check.
It's the Mandela effect featuring Zach Istis.
You need to explain that because I don't know what it means.
Okay, well, this is going off of it, but I am the Cleveland Superman. But going off of that, I actually invited Quentin to go back with me to Ohio during, it was July, and is he going to be in for a ride?
It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
I don't know if if I'm in for more of a ride or if you are.
It depends. We will see.
Because when I meet your family, it's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah. They're probably going to think we're gay.
I'm pretty sure my parents think we're gay.
Yeah. Oh, well. But no, going into Zach more, I also mentioned the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect is thinking that you know something for a fact, and when you find out the actual truth is opposite or different from what you know, or you quote-unquote know as the fact, you believe it as a glimpse into an alternate reality.
So if I'm like, hey, precipitation percentage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, call back to our previous. Quentin thought that precipitation percentage, like chance of rain, was how much of the area is going to be covered in rain, not the literal chance that it's going to rain that day.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Yeah, so if Quentin held fast to that belief and refused to believe that, he would have thought that he had a glimpse into an alternate reality where percentage, like chance of rain was, percent of the area was covered in rain.
Yeah.
In Zach's case, he was over at my house. We were hanging out, just playing games, computers like that. And he uses the bathroom twice. First time, he didn't say anything.
I remember this now.
Second time, he goes into the bathroom. He noticed that my walls were painted, and the walls were painted, I believe, like earlier that summer. So it was pretty recent. And he comes back. He's like, Brett, your walls changed color. Your toilet's a dimension. It's a portal to an alternate dimension. Holy shit. And I'm like, Zach, you're fucking retarded. And this is also the same dude who thought that he could be, and this is totally serious. He was totally serious about this. I asked him, he was defending it with, like, quote unquote science. He thought he could,
you're gonna talk about.
he thought he could become immortal by cloning himself and putting his brain into that clone. Two reasons why that doesn't work. One, cloning doesn't work that way. Basically, yes, the body would be genetically identical, but there's no chance that would have, not no chance, but there's very, and I'm talking very, like 0.01% that would actually grow up to be the same exact body that he had.
That's funny.
Actually, 3. 2, brain transplants don't work that way. It's not confirmed that a whole personality is transferred over. Sure, yes, it's the same body, but it's a different brain.
But the only thing that is the same is that it's still a pile of meat.
In Zach's case, not even that. 3, brains deteriorate over time, even if they are moved from body to body. So he would just go slowly insane. Though in his case, not a problem.
We've gone further than, we've gone past that.
Yeah.
We've gone past the insanity. His brain is regrowing now.
Though I will say, Zach is also the smartest person alive, but only at 3 a.m.
Because he reaches, that is when all of the stars align and all of his alternate, both himself and the alternate dimension where your bathroom is not painted.
This is where Zach is smart.
3 o'clock in the morning is when both brains go together.
Yeah, and
for a whole minute. And then they go apart.
See, that's your theory. For me, it's like a recursive value where it goes so far negative, it just becomes positive. Like Gandhi and Civ, which ironically is always when he's playing at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
He becomes a master at that game.
Straight up.
But actually, this goes well into another topic. Lamest alternate universes.
Okay, what I was going to say, what is this?
This is going to be a discussion between you and me. We were trying to come up with the lamest possible alternate universe, but the thing is, rules are, it has to affect the entire universe. So not like an alternate universe where Hitler's middle finger was gone.
Okay.
It has to affect the entirety of, well, maybe not the entire universe, at least just Earth.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was an alternate universe, but everything was the exact same, except you know how sometimes on like MS Paint there's an invert colors option?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that. All the colors are inverted.
Okay. I think I got one.
Okay.
I don't know if this is technically universe changing, because it does affect the entire planet Earth, but I don't know if it technically
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least all of humanity.
So in this one,
has to be the
in
lamest.
this universe, every single thing is the same, but crabs have 3 claws. That's it. That's the only difference. Crabs have 3 claws. One of them is protruding from its nose.
I think you win this one, but man, just crabs have 3 claws.
See, because I mean, yours, it would be lame But I mean, think about it this way: the Nazis would have like pink flags.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, they'd have like weird like bluish green.
Because it'd be a white.
No, like the black, like the swastika itself would be white.
Yeah.
The background it was on would be black, and then the red part, if I remember correctly, red inverted is like a weird like neon chartreuse. No, just neon like right here.
Yeah.
Neon baby blue. So it'd just be weird. It looked like the National Socialist Gay Aryan Russian Federation.
Yeah.
With the Dixtica.
Yeah.
But
and the Black Panthers would be a lot less. Well, no, they would
just be
still
White
be.
Panthers.
The Klan.
Yeah.
And the Panthers would switch.
Pretty much, just in color though.
We're gonna go into a bad place if we keep talking about this.
But my thought process was like, okay, these universes collided. Like one person from their universe comes to ours. They're just a negative man.
Yeah.
Just not even like the cool comics negative man. No, just the opposite colored man.
Yeah.
Is just imagine it, alternate universe me, but it's just like everything's
think about what we're saying here.
Yeah, it's true.
An alternate color man, and you're saying that's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's lame. As like an alternate universe thing. Not alternate universe me is actually smart. No, it's just alternate colored. It's like if you ever played a fighting game and you have all those color palettes. Yeah, that's just that.
Yeah. But
except eye bleeding. That one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
So crabs have 3 claws.
Crabs have 3 claws.
Dogs have 2 heads.
No, that's too much of a change.
Too much of a change. No, just crabs have 3
dog
claws.
food
And one of them is just their nose. See, I was thinking more like a scorpion where like it just the tail is
Nope, it's on the nose.
Crabs have 3 claws. How recent of an evolution is this? Do all like crustaceans have 3 claws or just crabs?
No, just crabs.
Just crabs.
Just crabs.
Not lobsters?
Nope.
No, just crabs.
Just crabs.
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 What about crawdads?
Nope, just crabs.
What about craydads?
Just crabs.
What about crayfish?
Just crabs.
What about crawfish?
Just crabs.
What about craydads?
Just crabs.
What about crawdads?
We're going over the same one. Shut the fuck up. How about that? I think that sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah.
Craydads.
Oh man.
What other topics are on that list? Because I feel like we can burn through quite a few with how long of a drive this is.
Go through. Let's see. Okay, so lamest alternate. And fucking shit.
Wow.
Bitch.
There goes my ukulele. What the fuck? The light was green. The dude just wasn't
he's
moving.
trying to take a left. He's just sitting there.
Cool.
Yeah, this is fun.
Well, since we have time, I'm gonna play some ukulele.
But we've I thought your pick just fell down.
Nope, I just.
Alright, let's see.
Yep,
told you he was taking a left.
Perfect timing.
But so, one thing that I would very much like to talk about is
Malwart.
Me and one of my coworkers, he is very adamant about the fact that Batman is stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Pisses me off. He's like, Batman's stupid. He doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm
doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm like, are you serious?
Are you serious?
Kidding me?
Batman is like the most deliberate superhero. Not even just in the DC universe. I'm just saying in general.
But man, and he does this a lot. He's like, Batman is stupid, Joker is better, or Batman is stupid, Superman gonna beat him.
Joker is better. No. It's like a character.
And I was like, but Batman has beaten up Joker so many goddamn times, son. Do you even know what the fuck you're talking about?
Fighter, or like a better, like more interesting character?
I don't know.
Because like you can make the argument that Joker's more interesting.
He's saying Joker is smarter.
No, fuck no.
But one of the
no.
But so my argument against this is, I'm like, okay, you know how you're a black belt master Taekwondo? He goes, yes, I know. And I'm like, I'm black belt master in Batman. I know everything there is to know about Batman. You stupid, stop talking. And he sits there, he's like, no, Batman is stupid. So I'm like, okay, hold on.
Is this guy like Korean?
Yes, he's Korean.
Okay.
But he's like,
well, I should have figured that considering how most of your workplace is Korean.
But so I'm like, okay, hold on a minute. You come this way, and I'm like, okay, face me. We bow, face each other, and I say, step back out. He's like, what are we gonna say? And I say, sparring, and I just kick Immediately, and I'm like, I am not dealing with this. And we fight for a good 3 minutes over the fact of Batman
Like,
being stupid or
actually literal fight.
not literal fight. I was holding back, but he was too, without a doubt. But we weren't gonna injure each other, but we were kicking hard enough to where we could feel it still.
Ah, gotcha.
So I was like, wow, I'm at a point in my life where Batman is something that I see is worth committing physical violence over.
I mean, one could argue like all day about which one would win in a fight, Batman. Superman.
Batman.
I agree with you.
There is literally a movie made about that displays how Batman is winning.
That is true. Never mind that.
There are also multiple comic books displaying how Batman wins.
Well, yeah, I retract that statement. Never mind.
Batman wins.
Okay, two uninformed comic book fans can argue all day.
Straight up, in one comic book, Batman has kryptonite gum.
Oh, that's right.
And he spits it into Superman's eye, and Superman falls back to Earth.
Did I read that one?
Why are we stopping?
Oh, yeah. We're gonna pull that dude back there.
Yeah.
What one was that? Was that a Frank Miller one?
No, that was in-game.
Was that Endgame?
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Starts out with the Justice
Because I
Buster.
knew it was recent. Yeah. Kryptonite gum.
Yeah, kryptonite gum.
There are dumber things.
Debatable. Crazy quilt.
Yeah. Please don't disparage my favorite superhero.
Shut. Villain.
Superhero.
He's a villain.
He's a hero to me, Quentin.
Shut up. Oh no, the Clock King.
Oh yeah,
too.
no, that one I agree. That one that's real dumb.
Oh man. So here's one thing I would like to talk about. Since we saw The Thing tonight, what are some of your favorite horror movies, in your opinion? Even though you haven't really seen it.
I don't like getting spooked.
Are there seriously no things you can think of for this?
I'm racking my brain. Give me a moment.
Okay,
Like honestly, I've never really watched horror movies.
I can list off a bunch because my sophomore year.
Well, I would have to say Texas Chainsaw Massacre just because I saw that one. That one's really good.
Yeah,
I
one's
really
a bunch
enjoyed
of gore.
it. Yeah.
But well, actually, no, it's not.
The first one was actually like a lot of suspense.
You don't really see a lot of people killed.
Yeah. But you were saying though, like, what have you shown me? Oh, I've seen Poltergeist 4.
What?
I mean, not Poltergeist. I meant Paranormal Activity 4.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the? It was like they made a Poltergeist. That's like seeing Psycho 4. It was so good. So
no, it's Paranormal Activity 4. That movie was shit.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it in that it was so bad.
Yeah, it's probably.
There's a scene where a knife is on the counter and goes whoop, straight up to the ceiling. And then it falls down like a day and a half later. And no one's bothered to look up and see there's a knife in the ceiling.
Is it just sticking there?
No, it's just sticking there.
Oh, cool.
Like, it's implied that a demon or a ghost took it.
Yeah.
Wait, is this way to the...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's going to be on the left.
As an FYI, we're going to the comic book store today.
At 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock at night, because they're open and it's free comics day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've already been once.
Yeah, well, I mean, Quentin needs to... They also have a really cool sale.
Yeah.
I'm not taking part of it because I'm flat broke.
But man, what I think is really funny is so my boss and his wife were talking earlier this week, and because my boss is about to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8 kids.
9
kids. 9 kids.
10 people living in his one-story house.
10 kids.
10 people living in his house.
10
Himself,
babbies.
his wife, her parents, her brother, her brother's wife, their my boss's 2 kids, and then the instructor that is helping teach, and then 2 instructors that are living with him right now.
How big is this apartment?
What? No, it's a one-story house.
Oh, never mind.
There are.
I was thinking apartment. I was like, wow, that's
3
gonna
rooms.
be. That's gonna
Either
be,
way, it's gonna be packed.
That's beyond packed. That's
But
sardines.
but freaking, so he's talking to his wife, and she's Chinese, he's Korean, and so they're talking, and he's like, okay, we got lots of people coming to our house. We got new master coming from Korea. We got your brother coming from China. And he's like, man, why you gotta bring so many people from China? You bring your parents first, now you bringing your brother. And she's like, my brother isn't from China, he's from Ohio. And I'm just laughing my ass off for the sole purpose of he assumed that her relatives were from China.
Does she have an accent?
She does. Oh yeah, she does
Okay.
a lot. She grew up in China.
I was just thinking like she
I don't
did
know.
not have an accent at all. And she's like, "You racist fuck." He's from Ohio.
It's pretty. I was laughing my ass off.
Why does like everything with you revolve around Ohio? Like obviously it does with me, but like what about you attracts Ohio to you? I don't
fault.
fucking understand.
It's magnetism. You
just
gave
rubbed
me
off on
Ohio
you.
magnetism.
Congrats to you.
I don't know if that would be a congratulation. Okay.
All right. Well. I was gonna end the episode, but I just got a text from my brother on my phone.
Why is he asking that?
It read, "Brett, what's the cactus's name?"
Why is he asking what a cactus's name is?
Because I have a cactus and I named him.
Why did you... Him? It is a cactus.
His name is Jim, you ignorant fuck. Jim the cactus.
We're ending it on this
He's
note.
best friends with Jackson the pet rock.
Oh, God.
They have faces. They're people.
How does a cactus have a face?
I drew an angry face on his pot. And I drew a very, like, nonplussed face on the rock. Just. I'll put. Future me. Put a picture of Jim the cactus and Jackson the rock on screen right about now.
Oh my God.
Thanks, future me.
Okay, we're done.
This is the point in the night where we're just done.
We've gone too far. We're done.
You guys are gonna get this probably like a month in the future after we see this.
Oh man.
So we hope to see you guys at whatever the next episode is, or whatever
Fuck
the next bonus
everything. He has a
episode.
named cactus. Just press the button. Get it over with.